it going? This is Team Limited Slip. I'm the driver of the S95 and GT500. So I'm going to be doing a brake job on my 2007 to 2009 Shelby GT500. Stay tuned for the whole video. It's real easy. I'll go step by step. Finally, I'm going to start getting rid of all these boxes now. I'm going to start off with these brakes. They're in this box. This is part one to many repairs that will be done to this vehicle. I'm going to get this vehicle track ready. It's been sitting for a while, so a lot of the things need repairs. So if you have a Shelby GT500, expect many more repair videos. I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for staying tuned and watching this video. At this point, it's a good idea to break the wheels loose if you don't have an impact wrench, and jack it up and use a jack stand. These rotors are pretty bad, so I'm going to be replacing them. Whoever had this car before me just did a pad slap, and these rotors are pretty much vibrating at this point. So what you do is you take off the 215s from the back of the caliper, but before you do that, make sure you remove the pins from the caliper itself. Here's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use a 1/2 inch ratchet, a 15 size socket, this little punch to punch the pins out, a small little hammer, a 1/2 inch electric gun with a 3/4 socket for the lug nuts. Those are the tools I'll be using for today. If you don't have the special tool to push in the pistons on the caliper, don't worry about it. You can use 2 flathead screwdrivers. So step number 1 after removing the wheel is to use a center punch to slide the pins out of the caliper. There's a little hole and you're just gonna aim it. It's not that hard. You just gotta tap it a little bit and then they slide right out. One pin. Next pin. To compress the pistons, I'm going to use these 2 flat screwdrivers. So what you do is you jam both of these in there and you just push it out like that. The piston should compress. Try to do it evenly. Once you do that, you'll be able to slide these out. No problem. Next, we're going to remove the 215s in the back of the caliper. When you remove your caliper, get a bungee cord or a large zip tie to hang it by the spring or anywhere nearby, but don't leave it hanging on the brake line. You can stretch out the brake line. If you're gonna reuse your rotors, a good thing to do to get them unstuck is throw some WD-40 or some penetrating oil right there and spin it. I will not be reusing these. I have new ones, but I'm just showing you a way to get unstuck without damaging them. And you can also use a rubber mallet to remove it. You can hit the rotor with a rubber mallet once that seeps in. Like I said, I'm not going to be reusing these, so I'm just going to hammer them out. Alright, once you remove the rotor, make sure you clean the hub really good. You get some sandpaper. I'm using 120. To sand down the hub. That way you don't get excessive lateral runout and the rotor can sit flush. sure the surface is nice and clean. Once that's done, you can go ahead and put the rotor on. When installing the pins, make sure they go all the way through. You can lightly tap them till they sit in place. The way they look in this video is how they're supposed to be in place, so don't overdo it by hitting them too hard. It doesn't take that much to push them through. Don't forget to properly torque your wheels. That's one of the most important steps. Seems like it's not, but it is, because if you over tighten the wheels, you can warp the rotors. This is also a very important step. Make sure you pump your brakes before you take off driving the vehicle. If you don't pump your brakes, your car's probably not going to stop while you leave your driveway. I would film the other side, but it's basically the same process. So just repeat the same process while doing the other side of the vehicle. So thanks for watching. I'm glad you tuned into the channel. Be sure to check out our other videos. We have tons of racing videos, other builds, and simple repairs. Thanks for the support. Please like and subscribe. And as always, keep on building and enjoying this hobby. And like I mentioned, this is part 1 on getting this vehicle ready for the track.